Imagine this. The very vitamins you rely on every day to stay active and independent could actually be secretly weakening your legs little by little. Sounds unbelievable, right? Yet startling new research reveals a critical truth that seniors, in particular, must be aware of. Did you know that over 30% of adults aged 60 and above struggle with weak muscles and unsteady legs? And surprisingly, it's often not simply because of aging. The uncomfortable reality is that certain common supplements might be the hidden culprits, quietly degrading your leg muscles, harming your nerves, and significantly raising your chances of a dangerous fall, potentially leading to a loss of your independence. These aren't just educated guesses. This information is grounded in rigorous, peer-reviewed scientific studies involving vast numbers of older adults. And tragically, for many, this knowledge arrives only when everyday tasks like climbing stairs or getting out of a chair become a real challenge. In this video, we're going to expose the 3 worst vitamins that could be damaging your leg strength after 60, ranking them from concerning to truly harmful. These are supplements commonly considered safe, but the science tells a very different and urgent story. Make sure you watch until the end, because the #1 vitamin is the most detrimental, and it's probably already lurking in your daily multivitamin. But it's not all bad news. We'll also reveal the top 2 vitamins proven to genuinely enhance your leg strength and balance. This isn't just about stopping the decline. It's about giving you the power to rebuild and reclaim your strength. All right, let's move on to the first vitamin on our list of those that could be harming your leg strength, ranked as the 3rd most concerning. So let's dive in. Coming in at number 3 on our list of vitamins you might want to reconsider is vitamin E. Now, many of you, particularly seniors, might reach for a bottle of vitamin E, perhaps believing it's a shield against cellular damage or heart issues. But what many supplement labels don't tell you is how this popular antioxidant could actually be quietly undermining your leg muscles. Specifically, high doses of vitamin E, especially the common synthetic version known as DL-alpha-tocopherol found in most supplements, have been shown to disrupt your body's natural process of muscle recovery and strengthening. Think about it. Every time you walk, climb stairs, or even just stand up, your leg muscles undergo tiny stresses. Healing from these stresses requires a natural inflammatory response. It's how muscles repair and grow stronger. However, large doses of vitamin E supplements can excessively suppress this essential inflammation. Groundbreaking research from the University of Leipzig discovered that seniors taking over 400 international units, IU, of vitamin E daily saw a 19% smaller improvement in their leg strength following exercise programs compared to those who weren't taking supplements. But the potential downsides of high-dose vitamin E don't stop there. It's also been linked to a higher risk of hemorrhagic stroke, particularly as you get older. And often, before a major event like a stroke, subtle neurological signs can emerge. Things like slight balance issues, a slower walking pace, or a feeling that your legs just aren't responding as well. These aren't necessarily just getting older signs. Sometimes they can be early red flags that high vitamin E is interfering with the crucial communication pathway between your brain and your muscles. Furthermore, a massive meta-analysis published in the prestigious Journal of the American Medical Association looked at data from over 136,000 individuals and found that high-dose vitamin E supplementation was associated with a significant increase in all-cause mortality. While that sounds alarming on its own, when you look at the functional level, the connection to declining muscle function becomes even clearer. Studies show vitamin E overdose can impair coordination, reduce physical strength, and even lead to the breakdown of muscle fibers. For older adults, this often translates directly into challenges with everyday movements like getting up from a chair, climbing stairs, or needing to sit down frequently because standing is too difficult. And because vitamin E is fat-soluble, it doesn't just pass through your system like vitamin C. It builds up in your body over time, accumulating in your fat tissues and liver. Once it's stored, the effects on your nervous system and muscles can linger and even intensify. So if you're over 60 and currently taking a vitamin E supplement, especially one providing more than 400 IU per day, it's really worth discussing with your doctor. Unless you've been specifically advised to take it for a diagnosed deficiency, the potential harm to your legs could outweigh any perceived benefits. Remember, you're likely getting plenty of vitamin E already from foods like nuts, seeds, and leafy greens. Adding a high-dose supplement might just be pushing you into the danger zone, and your leg strength could ultimately suffer. Following our discussion on vitamin E, let's turn our attention to the next one. Coming in at number 2 on our list of vitamins that could be causing problems for your legs, vitamin A. Now, vitamin A is a vitamin you probably heard is great for your vision, your immune system, and maybe even giving you healthier skin. But here's the part that isn't widely discussed. High levels of vitamin A, particularly the performed kind found in many supplements and animal-based foods, can actually be a major factor contributing to leg weakness, significant bone loss, and even a toxic buildup in your body. Let's break down why. Vitamin A exists in 2 primary forms. Performed vitamin A, also known as retinol, is the kind found in things like liver, dairy products, and crucially, most supplements. Provitamin A, like beta-carotene, is found in fruits and vegetables such as carrots and sweet potatoes. Your body is smart. It converts beta-carotene into vitamin A safely and only when it needs it. However, performed vitamin A is absorbed directly as it is. This means when you take too much, especially through supplements, it can very quickly become toxic one. And seniors are particularly vulnerable to this. Why? Because as we age, our liver's ability to efficiently clear out excess vitamin A declines. So a dose that might seem okay for a younger person could be dangerously high for someone over 60. Now here's the critical part about how this impacts your legs. High levels of vitamin A can seriously disrupt how your body handles calcium. It actually pulls calcium away from your bones and pushes it into your bloodstream. While calcium is essential, having too much floating around can cause problems, including the calcification of soft tissues, and yes, that includes your muscle. This calcification can lead to stiffness, painful cramps, and chronic muscle fatigue, especially in your legs. And the situation worsens. 1. Excess vitamin A has also been directly linked to a reduction in bone density. This significantly increases your risk of painful fractures, particularly in vulnerable areas like the hips and legs. A large long-term study published in the prestigious New England Journal of Medicine provided alarming evidence. Women with high vitamin A intakes had a doubling of their hip fracture risk compared to those with moderate intakes. The key finding here wasn't just about food. The study highlighted that supplements were often the source pushing individuals into that dangerous high intake zone. Let's also talk about a condition many seniors don't connect to their vitamins at all: myalgia, or unexplained muscle pain. Several documented case studies have shown that vitamin A overdose can trigger chronic muscle soreness, fatigue, and even joint pain. For older adults, this often manifests specifically as leg heaviness, difficulty walking long distances, and a noticeable reduction in walking speed. The concerning thing is that these symptoms often sneak in gradually. Initially, you might just feel a bit more tired at the end of the day. Then it progresses to struggling with stairs or finding it hard to get out of a car. You might naturally assume it's just arthritis or that getting older feeling, but in a significant number of cases, it's actually high vitamin A slowly poisoning your muscles and nerves. One of the reasons this is so misleading is that vitamin A comes from so many different sources. You get performed vitamin A from multivitamins, dedicated vitamin A supplements, cod liver oil, and even certain fortified foods. A typical multivitamin might contain 2,500 to 5,000 IU, international units. A dedicated vitamin A supplement could add another 10,000 IU. As you can see, it's incredibly easy to quickly push yourself into dangerous territory by combining these sources without realizing it. The effects aren't immediate, making the connection hard to spot until considerable damage has already occurred. Another critical point is that vitamin A is fat-soluble, similar to vitamin E. This means it accumulates in your fat tissue and liver over time. This stored vitamin A acts like a reservoir, continuously releasing excess amounts into your bloodstream, even after you stop taking the supplements. This is a key reason why some seniors experience progressive leg weakness even after they try to change their supplement routine. So if your legs have been feeling weaker lately and you are currently taking supplements that contain performed vitamin A, it's vital to check the label. Look for ingredients listed as retinol, retinol palmitate, or retinol acetate. Consider making a conscious switch towards food sources that provide the safer beta-carotene form, like carrots, sweet potatoes, and leafy greens. Your body is designed to handle beta-carotene from food properly and won't overdose you. If you've been supplementing with vitamin A and noticing leg issues, this really could be your red flag. Continuing from our discussion on vitamin A, we now arrive at the vitamin that could be doing the most harm to your legs. Coming in at number 1 on our list, and arguably the most devastating for your leg strength, is vitamin B6. Now this one might genuinely shock you. You've likely seen vitamin B6 marketed as essential for nerve health, helping with mood balance, and boosting energy metabolism. It's a staple in almost every brain support or energy supplement you see on shelves. But here's the critical piece of information that most people completely miss. While your body absolutely needs small amounts of B6, taking too much can cause absolutely devastating nerve damage, particularly in your legs. And this isn't some rare occurrence. It's far more common than you might realize. Vitamin B6, also known as pyridoxine, is a water-soluble vitamin that is crucial for brain function and helping your body process proteins. Most water-soluble vitamins simply get flushed out by your body if you consume too much. However, B6 behaves uniquely. In high doses, it doesn't just pass through, it accumulates directly in your nerves. This accumulation can trigger a serious condition known as sensory neuropathy. This neuropathy can manifest as tingling, burning, numbness, or significant pain in your legs. Often it starts in your feet and gradually creeps upwards.